For all the ardent fans of makeup, there's one idol, and that's Kim Kardashian. And everybody's envious how perfectly well she sculpts her face and how her makeup always looks immaculate. And I'm going to break down her look into contouring and highlighting and follow that up with colored cosmetics. Hi, I'm Pallavi Symons, your makeup expert at Glamrs.com. Well, celebrity and scrutiny go hand in hand, and I think the person that's most followed is Kim Kardashian for more reasons than one. But we at the Glamrs studio decided to focus on her makeup, which I think is perfect and immaculate at all times. I think most people do wonder how she sculpts her skin so perfectly. I'm going to show you in two parts. First part is completely about the sculpting and highlighting of her face, and the second part would be completing the look with color cosmetics. What I'm starting with is her basic foundation. I'm using Studio Fix foundation in an NC43 as her base. She's fairly light-skinned, so I'm going to make her a little warmer. Again, I'm using a stippling brush. Just work it into the hairline so you don't see an edge. And if you're wearing a hairstyle that have your ears exposed, make sure you have a bit of the foundation on the ears as well. So that's just the basic foundation done. Now I'm going to go in with contouring and highlighting, but I'll start with contouring first. So I'm starting with contouring product that's almost 2 tones darker than her own skin. So I'm using a product by Faces. It's a cream foundation. And just like you would use a bronzer from the ear, let the color bleed onto the cheek. So the strongest application of a dark product should be closer to the hairline and blend into the recesses of the face. The next would be the jawline. Just work right under. And again, the heavier amount of the product should be closer to the ear, and then as you bring it down, soften. I would do it a bit on the neck as well because the neck is exposed. Just catch the natural dips in her skin. Not very dark, not as dark as you would do it on the face. The next place you would apply the contouring product would be right here on the temple from the corner of your eye and into the hairline around. So it's like wrapping your face in a contouring product. Now for the nose, just use a flatter brush. You could use a concealer brush, so it's a paddle. And always begin from the brow. So all you want to do is just draw really close along the bridge and into the brow. And color the sides, the nose just a bit, and the bottom as well. Now for the highlighting. Ideally nothing like a great yellow, like a banana toned concealer. I'm going to use a cream concealer by MAC. It's called Studio Finish. It's in an NC35. I'm going quite heavy with the concealer. Now start from the tear duct. Work close to the lash line. As you can see, I'm laying it on quite thick. Now just lift the concealer right here on the temple, just under where you did the contour, the first contour. And work the color down onto the cheek into a slight V. Now just wrap the color around your nose as well. Right here on the Cupid's bow as well. Now this will give you a beautiful pout when you finish your makeup off. Just make sure you have some of this on the sides of your mouth. Remove the dullness from around your mouth. Now just using the point of your concealer brush, just draw a really small thin line along the bridge of your nose. So this is like basically catching the light on the nose, and just continuing with that right here in the middle of the forehead. That's pretty much where you need to place your contouring and highlighting products for this look. So as you can see, there's an immediate lift. Everything's just up there. So now I'm going to use a stippling brush and blend it off. All you want to do is polish this makeup into one seamless foundation. So what I'm doing is I'm blending with such a light hand so it doesn't displace the product. It simply kind of polishes it up. So as you can see, while the lines are slowly beginning to vanish, but you still have a clear definition between highlight and contour. So I'm going to dampen the sponge. You can do it with water. I'm just using a bit of Fix Plus. Just make sure you get off the excess. So you don't want it to really be wet. You just damp. Just dab that into place. So you want to just lose the lines that you made with the contouring product. Just patting the under eye as well into place. So to set the highlighted areas, I'm just going to use a soft yellow powder, and this is a powder by Inglot. Take a good amount of it on a puff and just work it in there, almost just leaving it right there, all along the highlighted areas. I'm going to really layer on the powder because a yellow powder is perfect for highlighting. Now over the rest of the face, I'm simply using a translucent powder just to set that off a little bit. Now for the contoured areas, the areas that I've used the darker foundation in, I'm going to use a bronzer by Shiseido. It's called Dark Faunce 3. And this is a powder product, so that will set the bronzed cream. So I'm just simply going over the areas that I've already bronzed before. And these are your main contoured areas, the skin, a bit there, a bit on the temples, working into the hairline. Well, to finish off the contouring, I'm just taking a small rounded eyeshadow brush. This is for the nose. So I'm just going over the lines that I've created before, the shadows. Just work exactly how you did earlier. Into the brow, right here. Under the nose as well. And blend. Now to finish off, just dust all the excess powder that you have by just blending it off the face. But if you notice, this yellow powder that I put in there earlier and left creates the perfect highlight and blends right into her skin. So now that completes the sculpting and contouring for Kim Kardashian's makeup look. This is a perfect base for the next level that we take this makeup to. So if you notice, everything's perked up bright on the center of the face and really contoured and shaped on the corners of her face. And once this is done, we're going to go into the color cosmetics to complete the makeup look.